Holy shit, Tolerance is Extinction Part 2 was one insane episode. Hello everyone, if you have not seen Part 2 of Tolerance is Extinction, do not watch this video. This will contain spoilers. Go to Disney Plus, watch parts 1 and 2, and then come back here and watch this if you want. Wow, this show takes so many twists and turns, and what I love the most about X-Men 97 is that it stays true to the Marvel Comics lore. I mean, they're pretty much adapting the 80s and 90s runs, and even some of the early 2000s run of the X-Men comics, and they're paying homage to what came before while also adding their own spin to everything. You know, Bastion, he had that human sentinel army, and Magneto was freed. He basically created a giant EMP. We had a cameo of Silver Samurai, Baron Zemo, Doctor Doom, and Spider-Man. So this is the aftermath. Magneto is back to being Magneto. Humanity let him down in a big way. But we also had the return of Professor Charles Xavier, and he's pretty much trying to get the team together, saying we have to stop and reason with Magneto to prevent him from destroying the world, while also trying to stop Bastion's master plan. So a lot is riding on this episode. There's 12 hours until the end of the world. Because of what Magneto did with the magnetic field, it's going to destroy the planet, and that means humans and mutant kind will die. So he ends up having his little asteroid sanctuary, you know, that we saw in the original animated series. And there were some betrayals. Of course, in the comics it was Colossus. This time it was Rogue and Sunspot, Roberto. And I like the stuff there, especially Jubilee no longer caring. I really lost all respect for Roberto. And he's like, I said I was sorry. And I was like, man, you did not know what you just did. I love the callbacks to the 2000 film where Cyclops gives Nathan Summers some battle gears, like, are we going to battle or am I going to a circus? And he's like, what were you expecting, black leather? That's such a nice callback to X-Men 2000 of like, you guys actually go out in these things? Like, what were you expecting, yellow spandex? You know, Cyclops always has something to say. That was a nice little Easter egg there. It was also nice seeing their classic suits, like the 79 X-Men, and even like the 80s pilot there. I love Wolverine in his brown and orange outfit. You have Marvel Girl, Jean Grey in her classic Marvel Girl uniform. Storm, of course, got a makeover a couple of episodes back with a black outfit. Cyclops has like his X-Factor kind of like cows. I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah, this has so many twists and turns, and I don't know what's going to happen. This is a very dire, grim situation right now. In many ways, if they averted the Days of Future Past storyline, this might be the other future or a version of it that we saw, especially with Wolverine's body there, the adamantium. Mr. Sinister and Jean Grey's fight was phenomenal. That twist with Nathan Summers, oh man, that was a heartbreaking moment with Cyclops. I don't know if they're going to succeed, you know? It was nice seeing Storm actually be super powerful, not just using lightning like in the movies. I love seeing the two teams fight, and then the confrontation with Magneto was great. Seeing Sunspot and Rogue take on the team, but then you had that moment where Professor Xavier had to do what was necessary to get through Magnus, and Cyclops stops him. You're not expecting that. And then you have Wolverine stabbing Magneto. And if that wasn't bad enough, Magneto then does what he does in the comics and rips Wolverine's adamantium out of his body. Holy shit. That was some hardcore stuff, and that's where it ended. I don't know what's going to happen in part 3. The finale is going to be an exciting and maybe even depressing one. I don't know. You know, I think episode 5 still had more weight, but these episodes have thrown some curveballs, and just when you thought things were going to slow down, it builds up again. And I think parts 1, 2, and 3 would be wonderful to watch as one long extended episode. I do believe, like a 90-minute episode. I'm just so grateful for this show to exist. This is everything I wanted as an X-Men fan, and as a 90s kid who grew up watching the original animated series, this may have surpassed it, seriously. And the reason why it's so good, they're going from the comics. They're staying true to the comics, and that's what you have to do in live action too, on any superhero. It's not dumbed down jokes, not bad CG, it's just like, no, here's a story. It's like you can get somebody who's not an X-Men fan, and the story would be that good, you know, just a basic good versus evil, with a bit of shades of gray, you know. Yeah, this is another excellent episode, a bit slow at the beginning, but when it picks up, it picks up. And it's another A+ episode for me as well. Oh man, I cannot wait to see what happens. Let me know your thoughts about this week's episode down in the comments below. What are your theories for next week? Are you excited for the finale? I'm not ready for the show to be over. This is like my new comfort show. This is just a phenomenal, superb show and the best Marvel project. Like, seriously, this is the best Marvel's been in a long, long time. Check out these videos for more content. Stay safe and healthy. Stay mutant and proud, everyone. Till next time.